It's ASMballeR here, and today, I'm back with another video. And in today's video, as you can see, we are going to be talking about the top 10, putting that in quotes, top 10 young NBA stars who have not made the playoffs yet. I think this is going to be a very interesting list. I haven't looked at it yet. I think this is going to be pretty cool to see, so make sure you guys check out the entire video. Also, if you didn't know, I'm posting every day of December, so make sure you come back to my channel every single day to check out the newest video, or just hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified every time I upload. Also, make sure if you like the video, you guys have been going crazy with the amount of support you guys have been giving me. With that being said, I did purchase, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I purchased a PS5. I was lucky enough to get it, and thanks to you guys, it's really helped me out a lot doing this channel. The support you guys have given me, I can't thank you guys enough for that. That's literally so insane, and literally just thank you right now just for watching this video. If you want to go above and beyond that, you can always, subscribe, like the video, watch through ads, small things like that. Or if you want to go even beyond that, you can email me. My business email is down below, ASMballeR@gmail.com. You can purchase your own personal ASMR videos where I can talk about any team, or specifically your favorite player of all time, play a game that you want to play, do roleplay videos, any type of ASMR you would like. I got you. So make sure to do that. Venmo, Cashapp, things like that. So thank you guys so much for all the support. You guys are absolutely insane. I love you guys. So I guess with that being said, let us jump into tonight's video. So somewhat tie into yesterday's video, which we talked about the Eastern and Western Conference standings, at least my predictions, which again, it's just my opinion. My opinion doesn't matter. I'm dumb, I'm stupid. Literally, it's just for fun, entertainment, relaxation, which I always say in all my videos. So, going off that, we're going to be ranking top 10. In this article, it's 15, but we're going to go off top 10, because that's sort of like my thing, I guess. The youngest and most best NBA stars who have yet to make the playoffs. So a lot of these players they're going to be naming off could make the playoffs in this upcoming season. So it kind of ties into yesterday's video, so it's kind of cool. I have not seen this article yet, but it's from CBS Sports by Jack Maloney, uploaded yesterday, so that's pretty cool. He has actually the top 15, but I'm just going to skim past the 15, the first 5 pretty fast, so bear with me with these guys. So these are kind of like the honorable mentions, I guess you could say, and I'll get my input on who I think is the top 10, things like that. So make sure you guys comment down below if you guys agree, disagree, respectfully, obviously. This is an ASMR channel, that's just for fun, so don't get too crazy. At 15, they have a player from the Memphis Grizzlies. There's a team that has not made the playoffs yet, and that's Brandon Clark. That's actually a pretty good pick. I guess, I wouldn't see him really being in the top 10. He has a lot of potential. He's a really good player right now, but maybe not top 50, not top 10 potential. Memphis definitely has a very good chance of making the playoffs. At number 14, they have Mikal. I think it's Mikal Bridges. That's how you say his first name. From the Phoenix Suns. So a player from the Phoenix Suns to make the playoffs. Have a very good chance to make the playoffs now. Obviously, with having Chris Paul, you put Chris Paul on the Thunder. They made the playoffs. In my opinion, a Chris Paul-less Thunder is worse than a Chris Paul-less Suns team. So I think the Suns have a very good chance of making the playoffs this year. So that guy might be not in this next season. At number 13, they have Buddy Hield from the Sacramento Kings. Dang. Man, is Buddy top 10 material. Offensively, definitely shooting the ball. Definitely, he's one of the best two-point shooters in the entire league. But everything else, pretty bad. So maybe he doesn't belong in the top 10, but offensively very gifted in the Kings. Definitely are looking very plateauish find out soon. At 12, they have Christian Wood. Wow, not top 10. Maybe. That's definitely arguable. He's on the Houston Rockets now, but he was on the Detroit Pistons before this season, so Detroit hasn't made the playoffs in a hot minute. Well, they haven't been a good team in a hot minute, so he was never in the playoffs yet. But he definitely has, again, a very good chance of making the playoffs this year. At 11, whoa, at 11, they have John Collins from the Atlanta Hawks not making the top 10. Who is in the top 10? Wow. If you guys don't know, John Collins, in my opinion, is one of the best up-and-coming players in the NBA. One of the best power forwards in the NBA already. Very good all-around player. That is so crazy that he is not in the top 10 on this guy's list. He definitely would be in my list. I'll tell you guys later after we see the list where I would place him, but there's no doubt about it. He'd be in my top 10. That's crazy. Wow. Well, let's finally get into the top 10 of this video. At number 10, they have DeAndre Ayton from the Phoenix Suns. Wow. If you guys didn't know, which a lot of you probably do, I'm a very big fan of DeAndre Ayton. Arizona is my favorite college basketball team. I've been watching DeAndre play since he's been to Arizona, and he's been very consistent. Obviously not through injury-wise, but he's a very good player since his rookie year. I haven't really seen him make any big adjustments, big jumps, or anything like that really, which is kind of disappointing, but I feel like this year finally playing with a true point guard like Chris Paul, who is obviously one of the best, true point guards of all time, which what I mean by that is a floor general, like Chris Paul, John Stockton, Steph Curry, just true point guards who are great facilitators, great leaders of a franchise. So I'm very interested to see how well they play. I've seen a couple of their preseason games here and there, and they look really good together in that pick and roll. I think it's going to be very effective this upcoming season as long as Ayton can continue his shooting ability, mid-range shots, getting to the rim, getting fouled, shooting free throws, things like that. I think they're going to be just fine, obviously, defensively as well, which I don't think he should really have a problem with besides effort, which I think he'll be, obviously, given the fact that he can make the playoffs this year, if they have a chance, he'll give some. So I think he could definitely be higher up on this list. I'm definitely interested to see who he has above them. Let's see. At number 9. Well, I already know that John Collins would make my list because this player would not be on it. At number 9 is Bogdanovich from the Atlanta Hawks. Wow. I really like Bogdan a lot. He can be a very good player for a lot of teams. He can be a starter for a lot of teams. But you cannot tell me that you think Bogdan is a better basketball player than John Collins or DeAndre Ayton. Come on. I get it. He might be a more nowadays NBA style player because he plays, the wing. I know the wing is supposed to be the most valuable asset in the NBA. If you can get a wing player who plays good defense and shoots the three, they're the most valuable player in the NBA. So, I get that, but me personally, I would pick John Collins over him. I'd pick Ayton over him. I don't think he's a bad player whatsoever. I think he's probably the best pickup Atlanta got in the offseason. Obviously, them getting Gallinari and Onyeka Okongwu. I think he's still the best player that they got in the offseason, so that's definitely saying something. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but if we're ranking these players, I would put them above him. But Bogdan is a great player, like I just said, a really good three-point shooter, really good scorer, is an okay defender. He's pretty average, but and a really good ball handler as well. But I don't think I'd put him on my top 10. No offense. That might be a hot take. I don't know. At number 8, we have here Jaren Jackson Jr. Wow, at number 8. Again, this is one I'm very interested to see who's ranked above them because I can think of a couple players, obviously, but wow. 3.6 rebounds, and 1.4 assists last season, only being 21 years old, being 22 next season, on a pretty good Memphis Grizzlies team. I know he's going to make a good jump. Defensively, he is a very solid defender as a big in the NBA, already being super young, just going to get better at that as, the game slows down, so he learns more, he becomes a smarter NBA basketball player with a higher IQ. That is scary. I think I would obviously, he's definitely top 10 material, but I think you could even argue him being higher, but I definitely need to see who's ranked above him. And I do also want to see Bogdanovich's stats as well. He averaged 15 points per game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists last year. So he's a very good player, very, reliable player, only being, I did not know he was so old. He's only been in the league for 3, going on 4 years, and he's already 28 years old. Wow, that is crazy. Back to the list we have here at number 7. Oh, dang, okay. I think, oh man, do I agree with this? I think I do agree with this. At number 7, they have Zach Levine at number 7. Wow. It says here, regardless of your opinion on the effectiveness of Levine's game, you cannot ignore the fact that this guy is a pure scorer. Yes, as evidenced by him averaging a career-high 25.5 points per game last season on a lowly Bulls team. Sorry, Bulls fans, but he proved to be a serious threat from long range during the season in which his mid-range game was grounded by the Bulls' analytic department. He was also an integral part of the Chicago Bulls having a top 10 defense in the league, averaging almost 2 steals a game, which ranked in the top 20 in the league. Not too bad, not too bad. You guys know I'm a very big Zach Levine fan. Definitely robbed on his ESPN's top 100 list for sure. And I think, again, you can argue him being higher up on the list. Very good player. I think I don't know if we've seen the best from Zach Levine yet, which is terrifying because he could either get better, which 2 steals a game, 25 points per game. If you can get better than that, that's pretty crazy. Or you could see a plateau, or even him getting worse, which is also kind of scary. So, I love Zach Levine's game, and on the Bulls this year, who are a decent team, I guess sort of have a playoff dream, you could say, could definitely get on a good roll and definitely make the playoffs this year and even a play-in spot at the 9th and 10th spot. But obviously Zach Levine by himself, as his own talent, is undoubtedly, like he said in the article, you can't doubt that Zach Levine isn't a great player, and since he hasn't made the playoffs yet, he definitely deserves to be on this list. Okay, at number 6 we have, ooh, wow, is that low? I don't know if that's low. I think this is too low. At number 6, they already have ranked Ja Morant from the Memphis Grizzlies. Whoa. Ja Morant is already a very, very good player. Coming off a very good rookie season last year, almost leading the Memphis Grizzlies, yes, the Memphis Grizzlies, to a playoff spot against very, very, very tough teams out in the Western Conference, averaging 17.8 points per game, 3.9 rebounds, and 7.3 assists. Top 10 in the NBA as a rookie, and that is pretty tough. I get it if you really want to say, oh, he's not a good shooter and you need your point guard to be a good shooter. I get that, but there's a lot of good point guards in the NBA who can't shoot, and a lot of good players in the NBA who can't shoot. So you can't really nag him on that. His lucky. Yeah, so number 6, Ja. Could be higher. Let's see who's number 5. Ooh. This hurts my soul because I really like this player at number 5, but I think I would rank Ja over this player. And that is number 5, De'Aaron Fox from the Sacramento Kings. And no offense to De'Aaron. De'Aaron's one of my favorite players to watch in the NBA, but when it comes to potential and how good a player can be, I think we can all agree that Ja's potential is more of a rocket ship, and Ja's is more of like a steady, speedy car down the freeway. It's good. It's going about 70 miles per hour, but it's not the rocket ship that it's looking like he's gonna be on. So, the fact that they ranked Ja below him is maybe because of experience. Obviously, not being in the league as long. Maybe is De'Aaron a better defender than Ja? I'm not really entirely sure. I have to watch more games on both of them. Let's see what they say actually. Entering his 4th season, and first off a signing of a massive contract extension over the offseason, Fox could be in line for a career campaign. He has improved in each of the 3 seasons so far, and this year should be no different. Fox averaged a career high 21.1 points per game last season while shooting a career high 48% from the floor. And those numbers will likely improve as Fox has established himself as Sacramento's top option. I don't buy it. I like De'Aaron, but as an individual, but as the Sacramento Kings and the way they play together, I don't like. And they have very good individual pieces like De'Aaron and Hield, Marvin Bagley, even Hassan Whiteside as his own player is okay, but when they play together on a team, I don't think it's gonna make De'Aaron look better or play better than what Memphis can do in how when they all play together. That team excels, even as individuals. The entire team looks and plays better, so I think that will also play in on how I would rank them. And obviously, I think Memphis will be better than Sacramento this year. Ja is a really good player. De'Aaron is a really good player. You could definitely throw up any one of them in my opinion, but I think I'd actually rank Ja over De'Aaron in this situation. Whoa. At number 4, we have, wow, an all-star, Brandon Ingram from the New Orleans Pelicans. Holy moly, holy moly. This could definitely, I wonder who's ranked over him. I'm so interested now. Because obviously we all know that Brandon Ingram can definitely be one of the next best scorers in the NBA, one of the next best players in the NBA. Already was an all-star, that's already like one of the best players in the NBA for sure. He averaged 23.8 points per game last season, 6 rebounds, 4.8 assists, top 50 in PER last year. He also averaged 46% from the field, 39% from 3, averaging 2 to 6 a game, shooting 40%. That is absolutely crazy. Also averaging nearly a block and over a steal a game. Man, only being number 4. I wonder who's in top 3, but I could definitely see Brandon Ingram being more of a plateau-y type player now. Obviously, having Zion on the team now. Sorry about that. Zion on the team, gonna get less touches. They're probably gonna play more of a team basketball group instead of just, oh, here you go, Brandon, here you go, Zion. Kind of like what they played last year. I want to see more great team basketball, because now they actually have their full talented potential, including the additions of Eric Bledsoe and Steven Adams. They're still going to be a really good team with obviously the switch of Eric Bledsoe and Drew Holiday. It's not that big of a letdown, but I think obviously the addition of Steven Adams, having a true center, not having to play Derek Favors at the 5 or Young, Jackson Hayes at the 5, I think having Steven Adams there will help them out tremendously. At number 3, ooh, man, I think I do have to agree with Brandon Ingram being 4 actually, because I can think of 2 other players I think I'd rank above him. So I think Brandon at 4 is actually a good spot. At number 3, we have Trey Young at number 3, which players is he's a top talent for NBA players. Like, he's gonna be an all-star this next upcoming year, and wherever, he goes, Taylor Hawks go. So you have to hope. He hopes they aim high. Okay, let's see who's ranked above him. Oh, I thought this player was gonna be number 1, and I think a lot of other people would have guessed that this player was gonna be number 1. But it's actually a player from the Pelicans, Lonzo. No, it's Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson. My God. Yeah, definitely deserves to be on this list already. I do agree with that. We all know that Zion, even playing, not truly healthy, being sort of out of shape, and also obviously getting injured, and coming off an injury, definitely hurt his case for Rookie of the Year and his play style and how he played and the flow of the NBA game and getting sort of readjusted a lot. But with all that being said, the dude still averaged 22.5 points per game, 6.3 rebounds, and 2.1 assists. And that's him, like, struggling. You know what I mean? That's not his final potential that he would have had if he played the entire year. He only played 27 minutes a game, averaged 56% from the field goal range, 42% from 3, which I know he didn't really take a whole lot, but when he did, you believed it was going in for sure, especially his first game in the NBA against the Spurs. That was a crazy game. He also averaged nearly half a block and nearly a steal as well, so defensively needs to be better at that, but obviously being a 6'6" power forward, defense isn't really going to be his priority. It's going to be more perimeter defense, team defense, where he sets himself as transition defense and things go like that, but obviously being a super athletic player, that's going to be fine for him. But also on the offensive end is where Zion really shines, being an explosion of a player. He's a nuke when it comes to being an explosive player, being very able to, catch and shoot, but also drive to the rim. Pretty okay ball handler, really good passer for being a power forward, big man, strong guy. You didn't really think of him being a passer if you never knew that before. So, I love Zion's game, but let's see who this reporter ranked number 1 for the players who have yet to make an NBA playoff. Oh, okay, yep. So I was right about the 2 players, but I thought they were in different orders. And it's Devin Booker at number 1. Wow. I thought that this reporter was going to put Zion at number 1 even before reading this article. And because usually all of the reporters, ESPN, blah, 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 they all want to, be buddies with Zion Williamson. But this one actually said Devin Booker. That's interesting. It says here, Devin Booker's performance in the NBA bubble last season might have been what convinced Chris Paul to accept a trade to the Phoenix Suns in the offseason. During the Suns' 8-0 record in Orlando, Booker averaged 30 points per game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds per game. Now, with Paul acting as a primary ball handler in Phoenix, Booker is going to get even better looks coming off screens and cutting to the basket. That is very true. But, devil's advocate here, we all know that James Harden can play with a great backcourt player, a la Paul George, James Harden, Shea. Devin Booker will be that, and I think he'll be fine. But can Devin Booker play with a primary ball handler? That's going to be very interesting to see how Devin Booker adjusts to that, because, obviously, when Chris Paul played with James Harden is used to coming off the ball and playing a lot of that sort of like 2-man game, obviously playing with the Oklahoma City Thunder, playing a primary shooting guard position, not really having to play the point guard position before. And here comes Devin Booker, who has always been probably the ball handler since even his days in college and in Kentucky, you know what I mean? So he's always been that primary guard. And now that Chris Paul is there, I'm very interested to see how a young, yes, Devin Booker is still young. It's very surprising. I feel like he's been in the league for about 7 years now, but I guess not. How he will readjust to having a sort of, ball dominant point guard like Chris Paul. And I think obviously with the players like they have with DeAndre Ayton, Cam Johnson, McCall Bridges, 7th seed or a 9th, 10th seed play-in game. I don't really see a reason why they wouldn't do it, unless again injury, which knocking on wood, don't jinx that, or it just doesn't work out and it just doesn't work. And if that happens, that sucks. But I think the worst case scenario for the Suns is a play-in series, which if you have to play the Phoenix Suns for a play-in spot for the playoffs, I'll pray for you, because that's terrifying. Yeah, he averaged 26.6 points per game last season, 4 rebounds and 6.5 assists. We talked about his bubble stats, and I think you do have to take both into account. And I think bubble Booker isn't really the true Devin Booker. I think that's definitely more the bubble. The bubble was easier. It's been reported over and over and over again that the bubble was easier to shoot on and score the ball and things like that. So I think that's good. But also, just regular NBA season Devin Booker is amazing. So can he be number one? I think yes, because he's going to be on a very good team and he's already a very good player. Just going to add better players around him, which means he's going to play better even more. I like the system he plays in. I like where the team is going. So can I rank him number one? I think yes, I can. I like Zion, and that's good. You can definitely make him number one. You can make any of these type of players number one, like Ja or Trey. I think it's just opinionated, but I don't think Devin Booker is the wrong answer for the top 15 young NBA players yet to reach the playoffs. That's interesting. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Definitely a lot of fun. I still think yes, John Collins should have been on the list for sure. And if you have any players that you can think of that didn't make the list that should have made the list, definitely let me know. I'm trying to even think of players that you could put on here. Maybe like Colin Sexton would be one you could put on here from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Maybe RJ Barrett